My next patron question is from Miss Zombie Blaster, who wanted to know about Disney's treatment of one of their Fox acquisitions. I noticed that Disney Plus has lots of National Geographic documentaries, and I later learned that this is due to the fact that National Geographic was acquired by Disney a couple of years ago. This has made me wonder about the potential effect on the kinds of documentaries that National Geographic produces, or at the very least has available on the Disney Plus streaming service. Some of the best National Geographic documentaries I enjoy watching cover heavy, more mature subject matter, like the shadier aspects of society and on war and disasters, both natural and man-made. Disney is regarded as a family-friendly company, so I wonder if Nat Geo will stop creating and airing those kinds of documentaries. I have actually seen evidence of Disney's ownership on the company, since I can no longer access the National Geographic site in order to purchase DVDs, and it's very frustrating considering that National Geographic has been a huge part of my childhood. What do you think about this? Do you think that Disney's ownership of National Geographic will impact the company and the content it creates and sells? I have to confess that of all the sections on Disney Plus, National Geographic is the one I frequent the least. I even think the only programming I've watched from Nat Geo since the service launched is Free Solo, so I admit to not being an expert on their content and the changes Disney has done since acquiring them. I do think it's neat they have the brand showcased on the front page with its own dedicated section. For people who love their non-fiction programming, it's great that it's there. Going on the Nat Geo page on Disney Plus, the main thing I notice is that the vast majority of content are nature and animal documentaries. There are some history, sports, and medical docs too. There's also The World according to Jeff Goldblum. Otherwise, it's largely nature material, and I understand why Disney would do that. This is the same company that produced the True Life Adventures back in the day, and there were also the Disney Nature documentaries they started releasing in 2009. One of the Nat Geo shows on there is even one filmed at the Animal Kingdom theme park. To Disney, they feel their viewership is mostly interested in watching animals. However, I agree that a lot more variety would be nice. They should take advantage that there aren't too many streaming services dedicated to the sort of programming National Geographic specializes in. I know Discovery Plus exists, but I checked the lineup they have, and the large majority consists of reality shows like Toddlers and Tiaras. I know there's an audience for those kinds of series, but I'm not one of them. If you're a fan of nature documentaries and shows, Netflix and Disney Plus appear to be the best options. I should mention that earlier this year, Disney Plus added a parental feature to certain countries that allowed for more adult content on the service, which also included some of the things available in the National Geographic section. They added a few documentaries and series about World War II, illegal drug trafficking, grisly European history, and other topics Ms. Zombie Blaster was interested in. They also added the television series Genius, which depicts famous people throughout history. I'm not sure how many of these are available on Hulu in the United States, but I'm sure some are on there. Regarding whether Disney will stop Nat Geo from producing documentaries or more serious and adult subject matter, my prediction is they won't. Despite the perception of them as a family-friendly company, there are parts of Disney that make things targeted for adults. A good example is ABC. They've owned the network since 1996, and they have not shied away from showing and producing series that don't fall into the family label. Current examples being Big Sky, The Rookie, The Good Doctor, Blackish, and long-running series like Grey's Anatomy and Jimmy Kimmel Live. They're also greenlighting adult series for FX and Hulu, like Only Murders in the Building and Reservation Dogs, and films under 20th Century Studios and Searchlight Pictures. The deluge of nature shows definitely won't stop, but as long as there remains an audience for documentaries about crime, disasters, and war, and there always will be, I think National Geographic will continue to be allowed to make them. Thank you for your question, Ms. Zombie Blaster.